Okay. I'm Dan Drake. This is Front Up on Geno TV and Channel 99. With us today is Emily Goldstein, who is the new Director of Natural Science at the Mariah Mitchell Association. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
What brings you to Nantucket? Tell us a little bit about yourself and where you come from and why you're here.
Well, I'm from Wayland, Massachusetts originally. That's where I grew up. And following that, I went to college at Mount Holyoke College in Western Massachusetts, one of the Seven Sisters. And then I went to graduate school in Ireland for conservation biology.
Where?
University College Cork, right in the south, part of the island. And then I stayed on and did my PhD in invasion ecology, did a postdoc in Tucson, found out about this wonderful opportunity here at Mariah Mitchell. And
Had you been to Nantucket before?
No, I hadn't. No, I hadn't, not before the interview. So I'm loving it so far. It's really, really great.
Good. So what is your specialty then? Invasive species and
Yes,
that
invasive
sort of
species ecology.
plants or
Animals. So
Animals.
I'm a mammologist, so I study mammals, mostly of the terrestrial variety. My PhD thesis was on the invasive gray squirrel in Ireland. So it's the same gray squirrel that we have here in Nantucket, actually. So I thought that was
So
incredibly
somebody
interesting.
somehow two got tired of.
Actually, 12 were
12?
brought as a wedding present in 1911.
Oh my goodness!
Yep.
It's like
6 males and 6
how the
females.
deer got here
Yep.
to Nantucket. Same
Yeah.
idea.
So these strange things happen, and then we have to deal with the consequences.
And now they're all over the place.
All over the place, yeah.
Are there any invasive mammals other than deer on Nantucket?
So the squirrels were brought by
That's right.
humans
That's true.
sometime in the late 70s, likely, and that is something I'm very interested in. I'd really like to get a citizen science project going to learn about how and when the squirrels came here. I've heard some stories, but people are around that know what happened, so I would love to talk to them.
Well, when you find out, you'll have to come back and tell us.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. One of the other things I'd like to do is start collecting samples of the squirrels. So if there are any hunters that catch them.
If my dog were quick enough, I'd bring you some.
Absolutely, yeah. So just need a sample, or if people know of roadkills of the squirrels, I'd love to collect them both for my research and for the Mariah Mitchell collection.
So, in your role at the Mariah Mitchell, what are your responsibilities?
So my responsibilities, firstly, are maintaining the aquarium and the Natural Science Museum, and looking after the programming and the research that we undertake in the Natural Science Department. So I wear many hats in this role.
You do. Obviously the thing has been running fairly well with Andrew McKenna Foster.
Absolutely.
And you're probably not going to come and throw everything up in the air and see where it lands.
No,
but
that's-
do you have any thoughts about changes or
So
addition?
as you say, it's been running like a well-oiled machine, and I'd really like to keep it that way as much as possible. So we're going to not make any major changes right away, keep things as they were, because everyone has really been loving the program in recent years.
When did you get here?
I got here a month ago.
Right.
Yeah. So
I'm sorry.
Andrew and I have been going around together. He's showing me everything he knows, so it's been really great so far.
So you did have a chance to sit on the end of some of the programs as they were winding up, and you've had a chance to see the museums and the aquarium before it shut down.
Yep, absolutely.
And again, what sort of preliminary thoughts, impressions do you have?
It's a really valuable resource for the people that live here on the island and those that visit during the course of the year. And I just want to keep it that way. And any improvements I can make, I'm going to think about during the year and try and get them in a gradual sense. Keeping what's really important and hopefully improving some aspects of the programming.
What has impressed you or depressed you about Nantucket in your first month here? What are your sort of initial thoughts?
I think what has impressed me the most is the wonderful volunteers and interns that I've come across just in the last month. We had absolutely wonderful college interns, some who live on the island in the summer, and some who came here especially for this internship. And then so impressed with the high school interns. They are absolutely stunning. They have such great minds, so
Are they
inquisitive.
well prepared?
Well prepared, I thought they could have been like 25. They know so much. They are just excellent human beings, and I really look forward to working much more closely with them.
Is there some way you can engage them during the winters?
Absolutely. So there is already an active high school volunteer program during the winter based at the museum because the aquarium is closed during the year, but definitely keep them going.
What sorts of things do they do?
So we work with the animals. They have individual research projects that they can work on during that time as well. And any squirrel research that I get going, I would definitely be looking for volunteers. It's great fun.
You're going to have some squirrels in the zoo there?
Maybe. It wouldn't be my intent to collect live ones right away.
I don't know that you'd find anybody who'd give you a live one. Anyway, just the island generally, what have been your impressions beyond the Maria Mitchell?
It's a stunning landscape, and it's so special that so much of it is preserved. That is really rare in most places. People have been so welcoming and nice. Really, really happy with that. So looking forward to getting more established and meeting more people in a personal capacity and with my job here.
And seeing what winter's like.
Yeah, I'm curious. I've heard some stories.
Yeah, it's, well, you'll find out. Again, you can come back and tell us. How do you see the natural science part of the programming of the Maria Mitchell fitting in with the other sort of legs of the stool over there, which are the astronomy program and the museum?
I think that,
I mean, the birthplace museum.
Yeah, I think it is, as you say, an equal leg on the stool. It is really great for bringing in children who are, they see the natural world around them and they're intrinsically interested in the animals and plants that they can see. So it's a great gateway into science. Biology is one of the first sciences that's taught as a subject in school as kids are growing up. So it is a gateway science, and it's tangible. So people can really get their hands on it and learn through doing, which is kind of the Maria Mitchell creed. So I see it as incredibly important. And the others, astronomy and the birthplace, those are real key aspects as well. So an equal part, I think.
On another, going off in a different direction for a minute, literally, what took you to Ireland for your studies?
So no one ever follows a straight path in their life, right? During college, I studied abroad in Ireland, fell in love with the place, and figured, I have to get back any way that I can. So after I finished my senior year back in Mount Holyoke, I applied for a master's program there because that's the way you can travel when you're young. You go as a student, you get a student visa, and can stay there. During the master's program, I met the man who's now my husband. And so I stayed.
Murphy, right?
Murphy, yeah.
A good Irish name.
Yep, exactly. So stayed, worked a job, applied for the PhD, got that, was there for almost 4 years working on that. And then, opportunities took us back to the United States, to Tucson.
Good. Well, thank you.
Thank
Emily
you so
Goldstein
much.
from the Maria Mitchell Association. Good luck to you, and we'll look forward to having you back with those squirrel friends of yours.
Absolutely.
Thanks.